Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where I share what I do in my free time under my design studio, Marina Art Design. I am trying to switch from active to more passive income to create more products, designs, mazes, illustrations, clip arts in my portfolio that can bring revenue even after the project is finished. So in this video I'm going to share with you a tool I use to create these mazes, and I must warn you, this tool is so super addictive. Once you see how easy it is to create unique mazes, you won't be able to stop. As you can see, options are almost unlimited and it all comes down to your creativity. The tool is doing the rest of the work. These mazes are also created with the same tool, and that tool is part of the Puzzle Maker Pro and it's called Mazes 2D Tiles. As you can see now on the image, it has ability to create squares and isometric mazes. You are using your own tiles for unique results, so you need to have your own set of tiles in order for this software to work. You can set start and end points and solution complexity. You can save mazes as 300 dpi, JPEGs or PNG images, and most importantly, you have full commercial rights on whatever you create using this software. That means you can offer this on Fiverr, you can offer this on Upwork, Creative Fabrica, design bundles. You can give it for free. You can do whatever you want with the mazes you generate using this software. Now, the tools I use to create tiles are PowerPoint and PaintNet. Now, why did I pick PaintNet over Photoshop, Illustrator and all the fancy tools? The reason why I selected PaintNet is number one, it's free. And number two, it is easy on the system because I do not need the advanced options that you get in Photoshop. I just need to be able to delete the background and rotate the image. So for those two features, PaintNet is perfect. Of course, you can use Inkscape, you can use Canva and any other drawing tool that you prefer. I would also like to point out that at this moment that I'm affiliate for this software, meaning that if you purchase using my link, I get a commission with no extra cost for you, and I would never share anything that I'm not using. So if after this video you want to buy the tool and you use my link, I will send you all the tiles you will see me create in this video, as well as template maker in PowerPoint and Canva. So if you already purchased this tool, contact me in Facebook group and I will send you the template maker files as well. How is this program working? So let's look what is a maze. Maze is a path from start to end. Some paths leads to solution and some paths are dead ends. So in order to create maze, you need to have a dead end, straight, corner, T-section and intersection. So you need these 5 tiles. You need these 5 paths. Now technically, if you can design these 5 tiles, you have everything you need to create the maze, because the remaining tiles are created by rotating the first 4. So dead end, corner and T-shape, they have 4 variations. So northeast, southwest, and straight has 2 variations. But if you create the first 5, everything else is created by rotating the first 4. Now, for me as a human, I know that the upper left one, the dead end, is coming from the top. But how is computer going to know that it's coming from the top? That is why it is very important that you name your files properly. So what we have here is we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in a clockwise direction. We know what tile is what tile, but in order for software to know that image is belonging to that direction, image files needs to have proper names. Names are given as per the path that is touching the side of the tile. So if the path is touching the side of the tile number 1, the name of the file is 1 dash. So if it's touching 1 and 2, the name of that file would be 12 dash. So let me show you how that looks like. So this is the naming procedure for the tiles. So the dead end, you have 4 dead ends, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash. Straight is connecting 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. So therefore the names are 1, 3 dash, 2, 4 dash. Let's look at the intersection. Intersection is connecting all 4 sides. So the name is obviously 1, 2, 3, 4 dash. The name for the start illustration is small letter S and dash, and the name for the end illustration is small letter E and dash. Now, let's say you want to create a couple of variations of the dead end 1. So you want to have a dead end coming from the top in different variations. So what you would do then is the beginning of the name is still 1 dash, and then you're going to add whatever you want for computer to distinguish it is a different version of the dead end number 1. So you would make 1 dash I don't know, balloon, 1 dash bubble, 1 dash spider, whatever. You just give the name to that file after the dash, and then the computer is going to distinguish it is 1. So it is a dead end coming from the direction number 1, but it is a different tile. And this is my plan of action. So the first thing I do, I sketch 5 tiles. I have a vision, I have inspiration, and I sketch them out approximately. Then I make the 5 tiles, or I make all 17 inside the drawing app. And then I export them as PNG or JPEG if you want, but I always use PNG. And then if I only made 5, I need to duplicate to get all the 17. And then I need to rotate them. Of course, if I didn't make all 17, I need to make all 17, and I need to rename them and rescale them if they are larger than 500 by 500 pixels. And you know me, if you follow my YouTube channel, that I do all kinds of testings, and I also tested a lot of different dimensions here. The optimal results you get with 500 times 500. If you want to make a larger maze, so maze that is more complex, then I suggest that you reduce this value, but don't go over this value. And after you make 17 tiles, test them in software. In case you are making ISO tiles, so isometric tiles, they could be 500 in width and 325 in height. So for isometric, difference between width and height is 65%. So the height is 65% of the width. When it comes to isometric mazes, they follow the same logic when it comes to name, but the only difference is that now you are targeting corners. So you have corner 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are targeting the corners with names. So corner number 1 is the entrance point, dead end, so it has a name 1 dash, 2 dash, and as you can see on the image, this is how you would name isometric tiles. There is also one more tile that is interesting that you can also add, and it is for me especially important when I'm making isometric tiles, and that is a 0 tile. So 0 dash, the upper left tile that you see here. They are empty tiles, they are not part of the maze path, and you can select in the software how many of these program is going to generate. So is it going to generate no 0 tiles, or is going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or more 0 tiles around the mazes? And this is how they look like. So this is something I like to use to make mazes even more unique. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 here 0 tiles here, and what I like to do here is create this, so something like this. Now the maze is ordinary maze, and then later on in my drawing software I add these shapes to make maze even more unique. Okay, So that was the beginning, that was the intro. Let's switch to PowerPoint and actually create some tiles. And we are back, we are in PowerPoint. When you open PowerPoint, set PowerPoint slide to 500 times 500. If you do not know how to do that, go to design, go to slide size, click on custom slide size, and you see, as you can see here, I selected 5 inches by 5 inches. You can type 500 pixels by 500 pixels if you want, and click OK. After you have set your PowerPoint slide to be square, let's start with an easy shape. We're going to create tiles for this maze here. As I use PowerPoint, you will notice that I have this easy access toolbar on the right. That is coming from the free tool called iSlide. It is this one here. Now basically what this tool is doing, you have all these special tools that PowerPoint has, but they are split all over the place. So this one is here, replace is here, arrange is here, format is here. So everything is somewhere here and I have to look for it. But with the iSlide, I have them all here conveniently on the right. I will try to use the iSlide as little as I can, because I presume a lot of you do not have iSlide. But just know that if I'm slow when I'm doing this, is because I'm used to using this one here. I'm not used to, it's been so long since I used the actual PowerPoint tool, so it's going to take me some time to find where it is on the top. But everything that you have here, you also have here conveniently arranged in one single toolbar. So let's start with this one here. Let's go to the next slide. The first thing that we need to have the rectangle that is going to be the path moving outside the frame. The fill is going to be white and the outline is going to be black, and the weight is going to be, let's go with 15. So width 15. Okay, that's good. Now you see that I'm not doing this, I'm doing this because I want this part to be sliced out. When I export PNG or JPEG from PowerPoint, only that is on the slide is going to be exported. Everything that is outside the slide, it is not going to be exported. And I want this to be sliced out. Now this is something that automatically I would use this section here. I would use this to center this shape here. But if you do not have iSlide, that means you need to select the shape, go to shape format, align, and align center. Let's move it so it's not in the center. So align center, and then move it up. Okay, so that's the first thing. And now I need to insert circle. Let's find circle. Now let's do it again. Circle, because I want to show you something. Okay, so if I'm holding my mouse and moving around, I'm getting something that is almost a circle. But if I hold Shift key, you see now as I move the mouse, I'm getting equal circle, and that is what I want. So let's say this is a little small. Let's make it bigger. Okay, and change the fill to this one, outline to black, and weight to be 15. So 15. Okay, I believe this is good. And now I need to make sure this is in center. So this is where I would use this align center, align middle. But if you do not have, go to arrange, go to align, and then align center, align middle. We need to make sure that the circle is in the middle. Okay, and now I'm going to duplicate, Control D for the bottom, Control D, let's go back on top, and I'm going to rotate this by 90 degrees. Once again, I would use the iSlide here to easily rotate this by 90 degrees, but if you do not have that, go to Arrange, go to Rotate, and rotate 90 degrees. And I need to make sure this is in center. Let's put it in center and duplicate and put this one in center as well. Now I need to bring this circle on top of everything. I would use this one, but you would go to arrange and bring to front, and now the circle is on top. So I have up entrance, left, bottom, and right entrance. And now I'm just going to go around to make sure everything is exactly in the center. This is very important in case the objects are not centered here and you continue to work with uncentered objects, it could be problematic later on. Now that I'm looking here, this here is showing me how the tile is going to be sliced. And I think the circle is a little too big. I'm going to shrink the circle just a tiny bit. Okay, I'm happy with how this looks like. Let's Control D. I need 5 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. So this one is going to be the dead end tile. So that means I need to have only one path. I'm going to click on this one, hold the shift key, click on this one, shape format tab, merge shapes, union, and that's it. And you can see now here on the left, let me see, I cannot zoom this anymore. So you can see how the tile is going to be sliced. So this segment here is going to be sliced, and this is going to be my entrance for the dead end coming from the direction number 1. Now I'm going to make a corner, so 1, 2. Once again, select the circle, hold the shift key, select the other rectangle, go to shape format, merge shapes, union. That's the corner. This one is going to be the T. 1, 2, 3, merge shapes, union. What else do I need? I need straight. So this one, this one, this one. Or you can use mouse, select everything. If there is nothing else on the slide, you can do it like that. Shape format, merge shapes, union. And what am I missing? I'm missing the intersection. So select everything, shape format, merge shapes, union. And that's it. Finished. You can see here on the left how the PNG files are going to be exported. You see, this is what PowerPoint is going to slice out. It's not going to give you this. So everything that is outside the white slide area, it's not going to be exported. So you would now go to File, click on Export, click on change file type, and now either PNG or JPEG. I prefer PNG. So click on PNG and save as, and save the slides wherever you want. And once you have the slides, so let's do this. Let's cheat a little. Let's say you exported your slides and this is what you have. You would now go to your whatever tool you have to edit PNG images, and now you would have this. You can delete the background. I use the magic wand to delete the background of this tile. And now this tile, let's rotate it, H. This is a tile that I would save with the name 1 dash, and then I rotate by 90 degrees. This is 2 dash, this is 3 dash, and this is 4 dash. And then I do the same with the rest of the tiles. I open the tile and whatever I'm using to edit PNG, I edit that tile, save it, and then I rotate it by 90 degrees and save it under a different name. And as a result, I would have 17 tiles. I can also make start and end tile easily, whatever I want. Keep in mind that the start and end tiles are going to be placed on top of your maze path. So you could make them transparent or not. It depends on you. So that was, let's go back to this one. That's it. That is what you need to create this maze. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. You need to export them, edit them, duplicate them by rotating and naming them properly. And once you have 17 tiles, you can use them inside the software. Let's go with the pencil. Where's the pencil? So this is now the pencil maze. How did I create the pencil maze? So this is the pencil I'm going to use to extract, let's copy it, to extract the colors. Paste it here, make it smaller. And now what do I need to create this maze? I need to have this top, I need to have another edge, so I can make two edges here, dead ends, and I need to make corners straight, so I need to make 5 tiles. So let's start with the beginning. Beginning is this, the middle of the pencil. The first thing I need to create is the middle of the pencil. Now I'm going to go with a rectangle tool, and I'm going to create a rectangle. I'm going to make sure that is filled black and doesn't have outline. Now I'm going to center it. And when it comes to dimensions, I'm going to make sure that I'm using precise measurements, because if I want to create this here, as you can see here on the slide, this here was created by using circles. So if I use random numbers here, it's going to be very hard to create those circles. But if I use specific numbers here, whatever number is from here to here, that is going to be radius of these circles. So that is why I'm not just going to do this randomly. I'm actually going to use shape format, and I'm going to set the value to be exactly something that I can easily calculate. So 3.8 is going to be my width, and I'm going to center it. Now height is not important. Height can be whatever it is. So that is my outside black line. So let's duplicate, Control D, duplicate, and I'm going to make this one 3.2. Let's see, is it going to be good? Because this needs to be shape fill, eyedropper, and I'm going to pick this color. That's it. Duplicate, and this one is going to be 2.6, no more, 2.2. Let's go 2.2. And this is of course black. Let's center it. Control D to duplicate. This one is going to be 1.8 or 1.6. Let's try 1.6. Shape fill, that this is the middle one, and let's center it. Okay, I think this looks good. I'm happy with this. So this is my middle of my pencil, and I'm happy with this. I can now extend it, move it around. Let's shrink it because this is going to be dead end. Okay, now I'm going to make the tip of the pencil, and for this I'm going to use the shapes. Where is it? Freeform shape. I'm going to select freeform shape. So I'm just going to start clicking. When you're using freeform shape, you can move the points later on, so it doesn't matter. So let's start clicking here, here, here. Okay, let's go here, here, and here, and this is going to be the tip. And let's connect. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, come on, come on. Show me, show me. Oh, okay. I know it doesn't look perfect, doesn't matter. Shape fill, this one, and outline black, and weight, more lines. What was it? Let's try 15. Oh, 15 looks good, I believe. 15 looks maybe, is it 16? 18, let's try 18. It can be 20. Oh, it's 20. Okay, 20 looks. Well, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to match the thickness of this one here, and it looks like 20 is okay. Now let me move this around. Maybe I should zoom in so I can see it better. If you right click on this one and you will have edit points, you can move the points around. Okay, let's go. And this is of course something that if you are using Inkscape or Illustrator, maybe it will be easier there, but we are done. This is it. I believe this is okay. Let's draw the tip of the pencil. That is just ordinary triangle. Rotate. Let's put it here. Let's stretch it out. And I believe that looks good. Let's go out to see what we have. Okay, I believe this looks good enough. Of course, once you are doing it, you're going to take a little bit longer time. This is just a tutorial. So I have one dead end. Let's Control D, duplicate. Let's delete all of this. And let's create the eraser. Eraser is super easy. Go to Shapes. Look for the rectangle with two corners, top corners rounded. That's the one we need. And shape fill black, outline, no, shape fill white, and outline is black, and weight is, what did we say, 20. Weight is 20, and the fill is not white. Fill is this, come on, shape, eyedropper, this is the fill. Come on, shape, fill, eyedropper, this one. Okay. Let's rotate this and let's put it here and here. Let's zoom so I can see better. Okay, and let's extend it. Okay, that's good. This side is good. This side is almost good. Perfect. And let's round this up a little bit. Okay, let's zoom out to see what we have. And we have the second dead end. So what I would do is when I export this one, it's coming from the number 1 direction. So this would be 1- pen tip. I would save this file as pen tip, and this one would be 1- eraser. So now I have 2 dead ends. As you can see here, computer is now knows this is a dead end, this is a dead end, this is a dead end, and then randomly is picking which one to put on the dead end. So you have randomly this one, or this one. If you only use one of these two, of course, it's going to then just generate one type of dead end. And how we can now turn this into 2, 3, 4 dead end. Let's erase this one so we don't have that. So Control D to duplicate this, select everything, Control G to group everything, and now rotate this by 90 degrees, put it in the middle, and that is how you get your dead end tile 2-. Number 2. Of course, you can now Control D, rotate it again by 90 degrees, and now you have number 3, rotate by 90 degrees, save it as number 4. And that is how you create directly inside the PowerPoint. If you do not want to rotate them later on, you can create all variations here inside PowerPoint. But I can do that later, so I don't need that. So that is the ends. Now I need the straight path. Now in order to create straight path, I need to delete this and extend this, and that's it. I have my straight tile path. If I want to make a corner path, let's duplicate this one. Now Control D to duplicate. Let's zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Rotate this by 90 degrees, center it. Now I'm going to shrink this all the way up to here. And I'm going to shrink this all the way up to here. And now I'm going to use a specific shape that is, where is it? A rectangle. Where is this one? A rectangle with a single corner rounded. So that is the one I want. The reason I'm going to pick this one is, let me rotate so you can see the reason. If I use this shape, I'm going to be able to create straight corner and oval corner at the same time. So that is the benefit of using this shape here. Now I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 of these rectangles. So shape fill, black, and what did I say? 8. So duplicate. Oh, it has outline. I need to remove the outline. Okay, so duplicate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Duplicate, that's 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I have 8 of these shapes. Let's start with this one, put it here in the top corner, and now extend it all the way up to the block. Now this is where PowerPoint is helping you because of the guidelines. And let me just activate selection pane so I can see where it is. So selection pane is here on the top, and that gives me ability to see where is this rectangle. Is it on top or on bottom of things? So this one at the moment is now on the bottom of things, and that is how I like it. This one is going to be white, but just so I can see it, I'm going to make it red. Later on, I'm going to change the color. So let's go to this one, put it here in the corner. And I'm going to extend this one all the way up to the black edges. This one stays black. Now I'm going to put this one here in the corner, and this one is going to be this one. And now I can see it, and now I'm extending it up to here. Perfect. This one goes here. And let's extend it to the black. You see the arrows, you see how PowerPoint is helping. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to arrange that later. Let's continue. This one goes on top. So what was last? Last one's black. So this one is the biggest one. So this is the orange one. Of course, the reason why I told you, the reason why I'm so slow is because I'm not using my go-to tools. And of course, now I don't have orange anymore. Where is the orange? This one. And I'm using the slow. This is what I would call slow tools on the top. It is much easier to use this here to do this, but let's do it the slow way. That's black. That's black. I need some help, sorry. And this is this one. And this is going to be this one. And let's move you fast. So we are finished with this segment. Okay. And this stays black. Okay, so this one needs to go on bottom. Okay, this one is white. What am I missing? I'm missing, where are you? Okay, you need to go on top. And you need to go on top. That's it. And now I can select everything and align them to the left, align them to the top. Perfect. And now these rectangles I used before, I can all select them. I'm holding the control key as I'm clicking them because I cannot see them, but I can select them on the menu and delete them. So why did I do all of this? I did all of this because now I can select them all, and now I can change the diameter of this one. So I can change the curvature, so I can make it like this or all the way up to here. Now this is how you make round corners. Now of course, if you have iSlide, it is much easier. I would go to iSlide. This is what I want to show you, that it is maybe 2 seconds click to do this with the iSlider, and then I would do this. You see, I just select them all, and then I can pinpoint. I can make it a straight corner, I can make it a curve. Okay, and that is how I made corner, what if I want to make this one here? As I told you, to make this corner here, oval corner, I need to make rings that are, the radius is the dimension of this one here. So from here to here, from here to here. And once I'm done with the circles, let me just duplicate this so I don't mess things up. So once you create all the circles, what you would do is create a rectangle, or in this case a square, that is the same dimensions as the slide. No outline, and fill can be white or whatever. Maybe just use orange. Come on, orange. Where's orange? This one. Okay, and now what you do is you select everything, select all the circles plus this rectangle, and now go to shape format, merge shapes, and now we're going to use fragment, not intersect but fragment. And once you click on fragment, now I can delete this one, I can delete all of this, I can delete everything here. And what I have left is this section here. So now I need to color this. I have these segments. I need to zoom in so I can pinpoint them. So this one is black. This one is light orange. This one is black. This one is black. This one is black. And this one is light, come on, light orange. And that's it. That is how you would create this curved connection between one side and the other side. Now, if you get my template, I already included these corners pre-made for you. So you have these corners pre-made, you can use them, you can duplicate them, you can rotate them, they are at specific dimensions. So you don't have to do all of this. If you get my template, you have this narrow one, you have the thicker one, you see you can move them around, and you have this one that is the thickest. So you can have these as well, so you don't have to do this. Again, you can use these slices. You see, if you just remove this, you have something that can be like, for example, let's color this green. Yeah, and now you have a path. Maybe this is a road. Maybe this can be gray. Let's go with gray. And now you see, now just changing the colors, you have completely different maze idea. And this is what I told you. The moment I touch anything, I get 5, 6 different ideas. So this is included, whatever I'm doing now, this is going to be included in your template file, PowerPoint file. So this actual file that I'm doing here, I'm going to share that with you. So you can edit everything. You can also make the pencil gray. You can make a pencil grayscale if you want to use it in Amazon for KDP books. So where were we? So we made the straight part, we made the corner part, and now we need to make, let's duplicate. We need to make the T shape. Let's do the T shape. We select everything, Control D to duplicate, rotate by 90 degrees. Center it to make sure it is in center, shrink it down to here or here. Let's see, I believe it's here. And let's stretch this one here, and let's stretch this one here, and that's it. Oh, finished. I'm always surprised. I do this all the time and always surprised how fast this is. That's it. We are finished with the next tile. So the only tile that was problematic was this one, to make the corner one. And let's make the T shape. How do we make a T shape? Extend this one up to here, this one up to here, this one up to here, and this one up to here. And I believe now this needs to go down. Yes, this one needs to go down by a little, and this one needs to go down by a little. Yeah, that's it. What am I missing? I have dead end, I have straight, I have corner, I have T, I have intersection. That's it. I have everything to create this maze. I have all five tiles. Now I have to export this and rotate 4 times. I have to export this, rotate 4 times. I have to export this, rotate 2 times. And I have to export this and rotate 4 times and tip and export 4 times. And then I will be ready to create this maze. Let me show you something else. So this is not included. This is not going to be something that you will get, but I just want to show you that this was also created. That pipe maze I showed you at the beginning was also created using PowerPoint. So you see these are all shapes in PowerPoint. I believe I even created, you see this is let's undo. This is a water leakage, and I have that you see water leakage, the pipe connection. So that is a pipeline. What else do I have here? I have a road. You see the road was also created inside PowerPoint. So everything can be done inside PowerPoint. You see I made circles, I made intersections. So this is super fun activity for you to do. And let's switch to isometric mazes. I didn't show you something important as well. Let's start new slide here. My PowerPoint presentation comes with a specific layouts. If you click on the layout, you will see here that you have different grids that you can use. So when you are creating tiles, you can use, for example, this grid if that is helpful to you. Of course, you don't have to. This is just, and then you have isometric grid, and this is just background. So once you are finished, of course, you need to remove everything and use the blank to remove the background. This is just a helpful background layout when you are creating tiles. So that is what I have here. You see I have this isometric grid that is going to help you to create isometric tiles. So the naming is 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the tiles that you can create, isometric tiles. They need to be, the dimension of the slide is 500 times 325. As you can see, this was all done inside, you see here. So these are just shapes that you can create inside PowerPoint. So this also, you see, this is also just, this is how you create the road illusion. Okay, I believe we have everything. Ooh. We have everything, and let's go to the software. And we are now in the software, Puzzle Maker Pro. Go to Mazes, 2D Tiles. We have squares, square classic, and isometric full square. I'm going to first start with square. Click on Browse to find your folder with your pencil. I have this one, but I also have the colored version. Let's start. So find the folder with your tiles. In that folder, only tiles should be, so no other images should be inside. As you can see here, I named them properly. So click on any image here, doesn't matter which one. It's going to detect that folder now. And let's click on the next preview and see what do we have. And we have the maze. Now, I'm not sure, can you see the solution path, but we can change that under style. Let's make solution path blue, and let's make it bigger. The width can be changed in increments of 5, and let's make it dotted. And next preview. Oh, I believe this looks nice. This looks nice. So when it comes to the complexity of the solution path, we can have top left and bottom right as a start and end point. We can have random between any edge places. We can have longest path, and we can have manual. If you click on manual, you can right click wherever you want and set start point, right click, set endpoint, and if you go to the next preview, it's going to give you that start and end you selected. And here, using this slider, you can change the solution complexity. Now let me try the other one. What else did I have? What else did I created? Let's try the pipes. Let's try the pipes to see how pipes are looking. So this is a pipe maze. You see I have a plumber and he needs to go around to fix things to get to the money to be paid. What else do I have? I have the ones that I created today, but they are work in progress. They are spider. So you see the fly, help the fly reach the food without getting caught in the web, spider web. It looked good in my head, but you will see the problem once I switch to the maze. So this is how it looks like. It looks interesting, but it is not a spider web. It's not the spider web I wanted, but it looks a lot of interesting things. And let's go to isometric. So classic, of course, this doesn't make any sense now because I need to select isometric tiles. Let's go to isometric tiles, next preview, and now we have the road, green road, isometric road. So the isometric classic shape is generating this one here, this shape. And if I pick full square, it's doing this. It's actually a rectangle. It says full square, but it is actually a rectangle. Now, what if I want to do it by 90 degrees? I want it to be taller than it is wide. For that, I need to use mask. So this is something that you get in the base option. If you want to turn this into something else, you need to get masking feature. So the masking feature is charged extra. Now I'm going to click on use mask, and I'm going to click edit mask, and I'm going to use, so the mask is going to be this one here. Okay, so this is now, you see, shape of the US letter, use mask. Now this is what you get with that masking feature. Now you have the maze that can fit on US letter page. Now, as I mentioned, in order to use the mask setting, you need to have that option. You need to purchase this separately. Now, another thing that is also available is tile multiplier. And as you can see here, it is grayed out to me. I'm clicking, nothing is happening because I did not purchase this. Because what is a tile multiplier? This is what you have. These are the options that you have. So Puzzle Maker Pro Mazes 2D Tiles is $37 United States dollars. And then you have Tile Multiplier add-on, $77. And then you have Mask add-on, $47. All three together, you can get them in bundle number 1. If you want to have Time Saver, that is to create a bunch of mazes and make them into a book, that is Time Saver, that is included in bundle 2. Now what I have is these two. I have Mazes 2D Tiles and I have Mask Addition. I do not have Tile Multiplier because what is Tile Multiplier doing? Tile Multiplier is changing your 5 tiles. So in that case, if you purchase Tile Multiplier, you only need to create 5 tiles and it's going to multiply your tiles. And you have the ability to turn them into isometric tiles. So you just make normal tiles, square tiles, and then this software addition, it's creating them into isometric tiles automatically. For me, because I can draw them square, I can draw them isometric, and I can most definitely duplicate them, I did not need the tile multiplier add-on. I only have Mazes 2D tiles and I have masking feature. So these are the options that you can have on your screen, and depending on what you want, you can purchase that segment alone. This software comes with a demo trial, so you can try everything out if you want. So you can see, first you need to see is the software actually working on your computer. So I would recommend that you get the trial version first, that you know that the software is actually working on your computer. But if you want to use tile multiplier, if you just want to create 5 tiles and let the program do its own thing, then I would suggest that you get tile multiplier as well. But what I have is I have the option to create 3 sets of mazes, so square, isometric classic, and full square. And I also have masking feature that allows me, so let's go to edit mask. So I can also change the shape here by clicking around, so I can make this in any shape I want. So use mask, and you see now this is empty if I want to add something here. And here this is that thing I told you about, empty cells. So right now there is 0 green spots here, but if I change this to, let's say, 4, and I click next preview, you see now I have 4 0 tiles included. And now I can put here a building or maybe a tree. I can decorate now this maze later on in any drawing software I have, even in PowerPoint as well. And that's it. In output settings, make sure that the pixels are highest, 3300 dpi. The only option here is PNG and JPEG, because the input tiles that you are providing software with are PNG files. So that is why the only output you can get is either JPEG, so it's not transparent, or PNG transparent. Here you type where you want the folder to be exported, files to be exported, and the name of the folder. And here you pick how many of the mazes you want, and you can pick, like I said, complexity here, and you can change the style of the solution and how it's going to appear. This is super long video. Maybe I should split this on a couple of videos, but I just want this to be over because I have this brand new idea. Let me show you my brand new idea. This is what I was today when I was supposed to making this video in the morning. I started to record this video, and then I had an idea about Halloween mazes in the shape of the spider. So the one that I showed you, it's not working, and I hope this fix is going to work. So I have a cross, I have dead end, I have the T, I have the corner, and I have a straight here, and I just need to now figure out how to make this maze work, because I really want this maze to work. Let me remove this so you can see. This is what I want. I want to have a maze in the shape of the spider web. I believe this looks super funky. So that is what I'm going to do after I publish this video. Wish me luck, and thank you everybody. If you have questions, please ask me down below in the comments. If you want me to do this all over again, slower and with more details, I will do it. This was just me getting over this video, because I told you the moment I turn this software, the moment I turn these 2D tiles, I just get my creative juices going, and I just want to make new tiles, new tiles, new tiles. I believe I created maybe 30 tiles until today, different tiles to make mazes. And yeah, okay, that's it. Goodbye, have a nice day, stay safe everybody. As usual, I'll see you down below in the comments. Bye. Well, yes, why not make a super long video extra long? When I was editing this video, I realized that I didn't even mention Canva. Yes. Oh yeah, so this is how Tile Template Creator for Puzzle Maker Pro looks like in Canva. You see the grid lines. You can of course turn them off, but you do need the grid lines in order to make the tiles. I'm giving you this, it's already pre-made, so you have this, you have this, you have this, so everything is pre-made for you. You can start playing around with the shapes. And what I did here is the name. I don't know, did you ever exported something from Canva? Do you use Canva at all? But when you export something, so entire design, the images get the name of the page you set here. So once you export this, it's going to be already named as per the software needs. So what you need to do now is, for example, if you are making a pencil tiles, you need to cover the number 1. So cover the number 1 with your design, cover the number 2 with your design, cover number 3, cover number 4, and then you need to cover number 1 and 2 with the path, and that is the logic of tile template creator for Puzzle Maker Pro. You have a couple of these tiles that you can select and copy as a starting base. You have the oval shape pre-made, you have a couple of oval shapes pre-made, and just to show you how that looks like when you actually start doing something inside. And this is the pencil, you see, this is the pencil, and this is where you need to have guidelines, you see here, so you can position the pencil exactly in the center. So this is one of the edges, the corners, the dead ends, and then you have the corner, and that's it. That is how you would use the Canva tool if you want to create tiles in Canva, and you just export them as PNG or JPEG and use them in the software. And this is also going to be included if you contact me and you already have the 2D tiles Puzzle Maker Pro. Okay, enough. Goodbye.